In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to be productive when you're feeling unmotivated, tips to stay motivated. So let's get started. Perspective plans with new videos and podcasts weekly. Join our Patreon at patreon.com/perspective plans for exclusive videos and more. Visit perspectiveplans.com for all of your planner and stationery needs. Only at Perspective Plans, helping you plan for what's to come. Hello everyone, I'm Christina V. Rising and welcome to the Perspective Plan Show, where I cover planner and productivity tips to help you plan for what's to come. Subscribe now for new podcasts and videos weekly so that you won't miss anything. Shop for workbooks, printables, and stickers at perspectiveplans.com. And last but not least, this episode would not be possible without the support of our Perspective Plans patrons and channel members. Thank you. Now let's get into this episode. Tip 1. Lack of regularity and structure. You might be shocked to hear that lacking routines and structure is a typical cause of motivation issues. Routine and structure support the development of habits, and habits motivate you, whether you feel like it or not. It's simpler to keep going if you can get yourself moving and start doing something. Act now rather than waiting until you are inspired to accomplish something. Contrary to popular belief, actions truly produce motivation, not the other way around, as most people would wrongly assume. The least productive people are usually the ones who are the most in favor of holding meetings. Thomas Sowell. Tip 2. Unreachable goals. Feeling uninspired is sometimes brought on by your own unattainable objectives. It's much simpler to resist starting when the stakes are so high that you don't think you can achieve a goal, or you may feel overwhelmed by just how big it is. Setting up personal tasks that need self-examination but are not impossible to achieve is motivating. The only way around is through. Robert Frost. Tip 3. Find out what makes you scared or nervous. I had a nagging concern when I initially began the task that would initially take forever to complete. I had unfounded worries about how long the task would take to complete, which caused me to repeatedly put it off. My remedy? I timed myself after writing down how long I anticipated each task on my to-do list to take. When my estimates were frequently 2 to 3 times longer than the work actually took, I was astonished and even shocked. The fact that I could work so rapidly was extremely inspiring. Since then, this little task has helped me organize my days. What prevents you from completing your task in reality? Fear about the length of time? Too much pride in failing to produce something truly spectacular? The response might disclose a lot. It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the ones most responsive to change. Charles Darwin. Tip 4. Implement the 20-second rule. Do you want to get stuff done? Simplify it by 20 seconds. Author Sean Aker outlines a straightforward method for creating healthier habits and acting even when we lack motivation in his book, The Happiness Advantage. And I'll link that book down below. Raise the activation energy for behaviors you want to avoid and lower it for habits you want to embrace, advises Aker. We improve our capacity to spark positive change by lowering or even eliminating the activation energy for our desired behaviors. Thus, when will you go to the gym following the time? Consider organizing your workout attire the night before. Improved productivity means less human sweat, not more. If you have tried bullet journaling, time blocking, or just plain old to-do lists but haven't found the right solution to manage your time, then it's time to try out the Hourly Planner Bundle. This is the ultimate planner with everything you need to manage your schedule and get things done today. Featuring 300 plus planner pages with and without sidebars, 100 plus event and holiday labels, and over 2,000 plus planner stickers in 14 unique colors. All this and more can be found in our Hourly Planner Bundle, available in 2 amazing color options at perspectiveplans.com, helping you plan for what's to come. Tip 5. Disconnect from social media. We spend hours each day idly looking at a screen that mysteriously feeds us amusing photographs and updates from our pals or even strangers. So it's no wonder we never get anything done. If given the option, one will never pick work over a post about a dog. Eliminate social media from your life to make it simpler for yourself. Go into airplane mode or turn off your phone's alerts. Decide on particular periods when you are permitted to access social media and only check at those times. I believe that you'll discover that when you turn off the internet, you can finally resume working on that to-do list that you've been putting off. It's not always that we need to do more, but rather that we need to focus on less. Nathan W. Morris. Tip 6. Reward your efforts. Sincerity dictates that incentives have never worked for me, although I am aware that they have in the past. Remind yourself that you can have or accomplish Y once you complete X. Another option is to give yourself a treat every time you cross something off your to-do list, like a piece of a candy or maybe even a raisin if you're anti-sugar. You must remain focused on your journey to greatness. Les Brown. Tip 7. Organize the chaos. A workstation that is absolutely disorganized inspires me the least. Fortunately, this is an easy cure. Spend 15 minutes setting up your workspace and clearing everything away. Your mind is clear when your workspace is tidy. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't. You're right, Henry Ford. Tip 8, know when you're performing at your best. In the late afternoon, I am essentially worthless. I used to spend the first part of the day on social media, emails, and other tiny meaningless things, which meant that I had to work on the big stuff in the late afternoon when I was already exhausted and not at my best. Decide when you feel and perform at your best, and then carry out all of your tasks requiring the most mental effort during those times. The big secret in life is that there is no big secret. Whatever your goal, you can get there if you're willing to work. Oprah Winfrey. Tip 9, focus issues. Jumping from one thing to another leaves you stuck in a never-ending cycle of inaction. You may be tempted to check Reddit for a while as your phone buzzes and your email starts to ping. Being disorganized might cause you to lose concentration and feel inadequate for the work at hand, which demotivates you more and keeps you from making progress. Getting things done is what motivates us, and it's easiest to get things done when you focus on one thing at a time. Use Freedom to block distracting websites and applications. Use programs like Freedom to block distracting websites and applications at predetermined periods of time, especially if you have trouble focusing. You'll be able to cross off items on your to-do list during these intervals of interrupted distraction-free time if you do this. Success is often achieved by those who don't know that failure is inevitable. Coco Chanel. Tip 10, lack of purpose. You may lack motivation because you are unsure of what you truly want from life. It's challenging to choose a route that will get you where you want to go when you don't know where you're going. There is no motivation to wake up and accomplish anything if there is nothing to strive for or no goals to achieve. As a result, the prevailing sense is that of accomplishing a lot of nothing. Knowing your why helps you stay motivated. Consider whether you feel a deep connection to your work. If not, you might want to reassess your current course of action. The true price of anything you do is the amount of time you exchange for it. Henry David Thoreau. And here's our bonus tip if you made it this far into the episode. Doubting yourself. You lack motivation when you don't genuinely trust in your own abilities or your qualities. It's challenging to begin work on a project when you're full of self-doubt, since you're already determined that it won't succeed, and you want to prevent that inevitable failure. What do you tell yourself? You believe. You will fail if you convince yourself that you will. You quickly feel inspired and start looking forward to accomplishing something if you convince yourself you're good at it or that you actually like it. Ordinary people think merely of spending time. Great people think of using it. Arthur Schnapper. Create a budget that works for you and track your debt, monthly bills, savings, expenses, cash envelopes, sinking funds, savings challenges, and more. This budget planner is perfect to take control of your finances even if you are a beginner and just started your financial journey. Featuring 200 plus planner pages with and without sidebars, over 1,500 planner stickers in 14 unique colors, and 50 plus quote layering stickers that allow you to customize the background to match your planner style. All this and more can be found in the Budget Planner Bundle, available in 2 amazing color options at PerspectivePlans.com. The really happy people are those who have broken the chains of procrastination, those who find satisfaction in doing the job at hand. They're full of eagerness, zest, and productivity. You can be too. Norman Vincent Peale. I just want to take a moment to thank our patrons and channel members. This episode would not be possible without your support. Thank you. And if you would like to support the show, visit patreon.com/perspectiveplans today. Thank you so much for stopping by and pressing play. I truly appreciate it. Let me know down below in the comments or your podcast review what tip you'll be using. Keep planning for what's to come, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.